Okay, so for your strength training session 3, same plan. 8 exercises, 2 rounds of 4. Your first 4 are going to look like this. We're going to go into a static lunge and an overhead reach. I'm going to use the foam roller again for Kim's back knee. And what she's going to do is, as she goes down, she's going to squeeze that buttock and reach up. Remember, you've been crunched over a bicycle, crunched over your desk. So we're trying to get some length into your abs, length into the hip flexor, length into the quad, and up you go. Okay, so we're going to look at doing 10 of those. Remember, it's just a slow, controlled, focused movement. It's a combination of strength and a little bit of mobility for the body. Okay, lovely, slow, controlled movement. Powering through the heel of the front foot. Make sure that front knee doesn't go too far forward, and you get a lovely stretch. So 10 on each leg. Beautiful. Okay, so for your second exercise, we're going to move into a single leg bridge with hip flexion. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lift one leg up, dropping it down. The load is obviously through one leg. And then we shift and we alternate like you're pedaling a bicycle. So power through the one leg down, lifting the opposite. The key is to keep the hips nice and stable. If you think that you're going to cramp in your hamstrings, make sure the heels are close enough to your bum, and also use your hands a little bit. But the key is hip stability, glutes, hamstrings, back working, trying to get that strength through that posterior chain. Okay, so moving on to our next exercise, we're looking at tricep dips. Okay, so tricep dips, ideally nice to have a little bit of a step. Okay, so what we're going to be doing with this one, as you're dropping down, you're going to power through those arms. Remember, those triceps actually needed quite a bit of strength for the amount of load you have on them while you're in the sort of over the handlebars. Okay, so dropping through, squeezing up, lifting one leg at a time, dropping down, and alternating. We're just bringing, once again, a little bit of extra core work going in because we're focusing on the hips. And as you lift one leg, you actually feel there's a little bit more load coming through the triceps, which makes it extra fun. You don't have to do the knee lift, so you can just keep your legs completely still and modify, and it doesn't have to be a big movement either, just a small one, a nice bit of burn in those triceps. Okay, and then the next one we're going to go into is hip flexion with that mini band again. So, hip flexion, remember that is lifting that knee. It's going to go around your feet, so across the front of your feet, and what we're going to do is we're going to stabilize. Remember, you could use a wall, a door, a friend, a husband, and all you're going to do is power one knee up and bringing it down. Tap and go. Just powering through, and we're trying to get that strength through that hip, driving up. Okay, trying to make sure that whole pedal stroke is working. We're working on the glutes to power it down, working on the hip flexors, so you get a nice, strong, powerful pedal stroke. We're looking at 15 to 20 reps on each leg, then swapping over. The key is also to make sure that when you're lifting your knee, you don't collapse into it. Be strong when you lift your leg. Okay, so those are your 4 exercises in superset 1 of session 3.